Hey everyone, welcome to another Codematics video. My name is Harry, I'm the co-founder, and in this video, I'm going to be showing you how we're looking to create a mutually beneficial partnership where we can come in and drastically improve you or your client's results. We also want to create something where everybody wins. At the end of the day, you are considering paying us to improve your business, and we want to have an extremely successful relationship with you and your business or agency. In this video, I will be explaining our 6 different Bulldog offerings. If you are a B2C company, we can apply these strategies directly to you. If you're an agency, we can provide this to you in the form of a white label service, which you would then disperse to your clients. This video will give you a general sense of what these offerings are, and then we want you to book a call with us so we can go in depth on your specific situation and how exactly we can work to build up your business or agency. So we named these the 6 Bulldog offerings because you can use these to completely dominate almost any industry with leads and sales. These are offers that are extremely low risk and high reward, and they are built to solve big business problems. Eventually, there will be more and more agencies and companies using this technology, and the ones that don't use it will probably become irrelevant. And so, if you can properly educate yourself and your clients on this technology, or you can have us do it for you, we will be able to implement this into your client's business or your direct business, and you will be able to completely dominate that industry. I want to mention that we have some requirements that we look for when considering to bring you on as a client. So first off, any client we work with should have their web traffic numbers at around 10,000 visitors per month or more. If your web traffic is too low, then our services may not be worthwhile because there isn't enough lead flow on the front end, which is your website. Second, your web traffic should come mostly from the US because that is who our database tracks. Beyond that, we can provide our services to a lot of different industries, including real estate, insurance or auto dealerships, personal injury lawyers, e-commerce brands, doctors and dentists, plus many more product or service brands. Our database has a ton of different information which we can query to give you the best results. So that's who we're looking for. Let's get into these offers. So here is our first Bulldog offer. It's Identity Resolution, and it's not hard to implement, but in years and years, this technology will be absolutely necessary for the life of your company or agency. So as a quick summary of the problem in the market, there are $17 billion spent on ads per year. This counts up from all the different ad platforms such as Google or Amazon or Facebook. And then for the websites that are advertising on these platforms, the conversion rate is usually around 3%. That's a lot of wasted ad spend for a conversion rate that's so low. And therefore about 16 billion of that ad spend is wasted. That's because it's fired on customers or an audience that simply doesn't care about your product or service. No matter how much money you spend, if you're targeting to the wrong audience, it will be wasted. And that's what happens with a lot of these companies that try to market on Facebook or Google or other platforms. Here's where our identity resolution technology comes to the rescue. We take our identity graph, which is essentially a database of around 270 million people's identities, along with 40 billion different behaviors taken per day from these individuals. And then once they come to your website, we are able to grab what's called a SHA-256, which is essentially a passport everyone carries on the internet. And we can take that and use it to query our database, which allows us to grab the identity of visitors that come to your website. We have a variety of different match rates for this. It could be 40%, 50%, even up to 70% of the website visitors that come to your website. We will be able to identify them using this technology. And this is absolutely huge because we can remarket to them as a very high intent audience. Instead of marketing to people where we are taking a guess as to whether they're interested in our product or service or not, we now have a very targeted audience who we know came to your website and we know are interested in your product or service. Maybe they didn't buy it the first time, but if we send them a quick email, we might be able to change their minds. This is the power of the identity graph. We can grab up to 70% of your website traffic and then remarket to them on various platforms. So here's an example of this. We have Bob, who is looking to buy a house on a popular real estate website. He does not opt in or put in any details into that website, but he's actually very interested in buying a house, and he's just distracted and leaves the site. With Identity Resolution, if we were to put our Pixel product on that real estate website, we could grab Bob's identity and his different behaviors throughout the internet from our identity graph, and then we would be able to remarket back to him on various platforms, simply saying, hey, are you still interested in buying this house? And this doesn't have to be too technical or too detailed. We can write a simple email saying, hey, do you still want this product or service? And that will reconvert a percentage of those visitors. Now, we can apply a lot of different strategies to make that conversion rate go up and create a very efficient solution for you and your business. So that is Bulldog offer number 1, Identity Resolution. It's actually very simple. We take our Pixel product and we put it on you or your client's websites, and then we can go into different remarketing efforts, which actually leads into Bulldog offer number 2. So let's get into it. Bulldog offer number 2 is Identity Resolution Retargeting. Once we create that high intent audience from the Identity Resolution technology, then we can use that to remarket either through email or on various ad platforms. So let's get into it here. The big problem is that once we get this high intent audience, what do we do with it? We collect website visitors from your website, we query our database, and then we put that into a CRM which we give back to you. And how we solve it is we put that audience into a reactivation sequence. In this example, it could be with an email where we send a simple email once again saying, hey, do you still want this product or service? And that will reconvert a certain percentage of that audience. We often see that number is around 10% or even up to 20% with that reactivation sequence. There's actually a lot of different strategies we can use for this sequence, but right now we're just focusing on a simple email. So let's give you an example for this. Let's say we have a personal injury lawyer who is getting website traffic from Facebook, Google, or other ad platforms. And he has 10,000 visitors coming to his website per month. Now, normally he would get a 3% conversion rate, which would turn into 300 leads or sales, depending on what kind of industry you're in. Right now we're focused on personal injury lawyer. So he would get 300 people signing up for his practice. Using Identity Resolution Retargeting, we can collect 40% of those 10,000 website visitors, which turns into 4,000 unique identities, which we can then remarket back to. And in this example, we apply a simple reactivation sequence in the form of one email that we send back to those website visitors saying, hey, do you still need a personal injury lawyer? And then that converts around 10% of that population, which results in 400 new clients for that personal injury lawyer, which is more than doubling his original business output. And as you can see, this is a very effective approach for a wide variety of different lead or sales-based businesses. And we have great case studies for this. This client was able to use a 5-part email series, plus a voice drop, plus an SMS text message to create a full reactivation sequence that would get him more leads or sales. And on the fulfillment side for this, we have our own servers where we can send out dedicated emails on your behalf to create these reactivation sequences. Now on to Bulldog offer number 3, which is match rate optimization. And this is essentially the art of making ad platforms smarter. So Facebook and Google have initial match rates, which pretty much suck, and this is why people struggle with online ads. Essentially, they have the data that we are using, but they just don't want to give it to you because then people will use their ad platform to get cheap clicks and they won't have a business. So it is actually against their business model to give you the data that we are using. They want you to use general audiences, which allow you to kind of guess at who wants your product or service. and then they use their algorithm to hone that down. But now, with identity resolution technology, we can create high intent audiences and upload them into Facebook and Google and make the ad platform smarter. On the fulfillment side of this, we can work with your business or agency to create a highly efficient system where this data can be pushed either to Facebook or Google or to an email sequence, and then also to your CRM, which we provide to you. So there's a lot of different ways to organize the data and use it efficiently, and that's something we can go over on our discovery call. And here's a case study on this. We were able to use match rate optimization on one of our clients, and we were able to get their CPR down from $41 to $14. So that is a huge reduction in their ad costs, which allowed them to be much more efficient with their business output. Once again, that is Bulldog offer number 3, match rate optimization, where we create a high intent audience from our resolved leads, and then we pass them back into Facebook and Google's ad platforms to make them smarter. Now on to Bulldog offer number 4, which is blue ocean retargeting. So here's the deal with this one. If you go to an ad platform such as Facebook, Google, or TikTok, they have a bunch of preset audiences with certain interests you can target. But the problem is everyone else in their ad platform is already targeting the same audience. It's a real struggle to stand out, and that's why people focus so much on creatives, because they want to look different from the rest. But at the end of the day, everyone is targeting the same audience. Now, this is a huge offer because in the same way we can create a custom audience from identities from our websites, we can also find pre-built audiences that are already in our database and plug those into Facebook and Google and automatically make them a lot smarter. Now on to Bulldog offer number 5, which is organic takedowns. And in this strategy, we use SEO in combination with our Identity Resolution Pixel to create a ton of leads for you and your clients. The problem here is that everyone is going after the same high volume keywords. Now that may look good on paper, however, the intent behind these terms attracts either unqualified leads or leads that are just shopping around. The big question is, how can you find SEO key phrases that are high intent and also untapped in the marketplace? How we solve this is we are able to create a ton of landing pages using AI technology, and then we rank these landing pages for specific key phrases on Google. And these are long-tailed key phrases, and they will have high intent customers and low competition because no one else is targeting these key phrases. We then take our Identity Resolution Pixel and we put them on all of these landing pages we create, and then rank those for the specific key phrases. This strategy allows us to collect a lot of high intent customers from these landing pages, where we then grab their identity and retarget to them. Now, this is not a simple tactic because we have a lot of different AI technology creating these landing pages and targeting specific key phrases. And once again, we then grab those identities from the landing pages and retarget back to them. So it's not easy to do, but it's a very effective strategy. So that is a high-level overview of the organic takedown method. There's certainly a lot that goes into it, but this is a great strategy to leverage the value that comes out of SEO along with our Identity Resolution Pixel to create a ton of different leads for you and your clients. The last Bulldog offer we have is number 6, which is TVD lead generation, and that stands for test, validate, and dominate. Now, the big problem with this offer is that there are a lot of different businesses or agencies out there that just don't know who to trust with their lead generation tactics. There's certainly a lot of scammy agencies and scammy technologies out there, and this will allow us to come into your business or your agency and really revolutionize the different offerings that allow you to boost your business output. This strategy allows you to incorporate all of the other strategies I've talked about before and combine them to achieve the ultimate efficiency with our different offers. Essentially, how we do this is we first give you or your clients the identity resolution technology, and we create reactivation sequences. As you begin to trust us more and understand how powerful these offers are, we hope you will sign up for more of our services and allow us to become your primary marketing provider. So let's give you an example. Jeremy runs a national solar company with 50 plus locations, and he's currently paying $50 per lead on Facebook with a 10% close rate. We go to Jeremy and provide him our identity resolution technology and then uncover the hidden traffic he was missing out on before. We use Bulldog offer number 2 to convert 25% of these visitors back into leads, thus 2 to 3xing his current output. We applied Bulldog offer number 3 and 4 to fix all his match rates and watch his ad costs drop. All of this is done in 30 days and Jeremy loves his results. We then use Bulldog offer number 5 to create landing pages and drive further traffic to Jeremy's business. This absolutely kills it for Jeremy and he signs us to become his sole lead provider. So once again, that is Bulldog offer number 6, test, validate, and dominate, where we go into you or your client's work and we offer a variety of strategies: the identity resolution pixel, the retargeting methods, the blue ocean targeting methods, and we essentially build your trust to become your primary lead provider and then focus all of our energy on increasing your business output. Once again, our Bulldog offers can be white labeled, so your agency can provide these to your clients under your name, or if you're a B2C company, then we can work directly with you. All right, guys, that's about it for our 6 different Bulldog offers. If you're interested in this technology, please book a call with us and we'd be happy to go in detail and talk to you about a custom solution using a variety of these different offers. We want to build a mutually beneficial partnership which allows all parties to see great success. I'll see you there. Talk soon.